What's going on, everybody? There's a horns up to you. How the hell you doing? Shane D here, back with another First Listen. You know what we do? We do the First Listens on Sundays. Pardon me for a moment. And today we are doing a band called Dying Fetus. It is a name that I've heard 1,000 times, but it is also a request from Michael, a wonderful uber elite Shane Diablo Commander Club member. And he put in a request and he said possibly the heaviest song he's ever heard in his entire life. It is not on the top 5. It is from an album from Dying Fetus called Reign Supreme. You can see that right there. No, it's not a Chicken Supreme. It's not a El Del Grande Supreme. It's a Reign Supreme. And the song is called Invert the Idols. And that's from a 2012 album. So what we're going to do is learn about Dying Fetus and then we're going to listen to the song. Dying Fetus have 128,268 monthly listeners to the Spotify account. The top 5, I'm very frothy today, and I don't know what that's all about. The top 5, number 1 is Subjected to a Beating. Number 2 is Grotesque Impalement. 3 is Wrong One to Fuck With, buddy. You're wrong one to fuck with, motherfucker. Number 4 is Second Skin. And number 5, and these are all, by the way, in the first song on here's got 4.2 million plays, 2 million, 1 million. Second Skin has 1.5 million plays. In the Trenches has 1.6 million plays. So these guys, they're bangers. They're big timers. I've heard the name, and I know that we're in for some stuff. And Michael said it's the heaviest song in the entire world that he's heard anyway. So look into albums and see what they've done there. 1998, Killing on Adrenaline. 2000, Destroy the Opposition. 2000 says Destroy the Opposition. 2003 says Stop at Nothing. 2007, War of Attrition. 2009, Descending into Depravity. Then there's a deluxe edition of that. Then there's 2010's Purification Through Violence. Another one in 2010, they may have put 2 releases out, or it might be a goof up here. Infatuation with Malevolence. 2011, History Repeats. 2012, the album we're doing, Reign Supreme. And then there's a big gap in time, and then in 2017, they put out Wrong One to Fuck With. And I don't know if that is an album. It is an album. It was released in June of 2017. 11 songs on that. Pardon me, I'm very gassy, and am I being rude? Michael, I'm sorry about this, but let's look into related artists for this band. This will give us an idea of what we're in for. Suffocation, yes, I've heard some Suffocation. Decapitated, I don't know that I've heard them. Hate Eternal, Aborted, I absolutely love Aborted. Technical, all over the place, progressive death metal, fantastic. Love me some Aborted. Benighted, another band. I just learned about them the other day. What song was it that I absolutely loved? I want to say it was Obscene Repressed. I don't know, though, but I heard them, and I was like, God damn. Cryptopsy, I know who Cryptopsy is. Skinless, Nile. I've heard a little bit of Nile. Maybe we should do them on the show. Deeds of Flesh, Origin, Misery Index. Isn't Misery Index kind of more industrial metal sound and stuff? Cattle Decapitation, sure, I've heard of them. So let's look into the bio for this band, then we'll listen to the song. Shut up. And you got 3 gents here. They look like some healthy looking fellas. You got one bald guy and he's wearing a metal shirt. You've got a guy that's got the shoulder length shirt. He's wearing a metal shirt. And you got a guy with long, dark hair, and he's wearing a leather jacket. And they look like nice enough fellas to me. They look like if you try to steal their car stereo, they'll have your head. Here is the bio. Though forever doomed, commercially speaking, by their controversial name, Maryland's Dying Fetus endured beyond most observers' wildest expectations. Formed in waning days of the death metal's glorious heyday of 1991, to be exact, by John Gallagher. And this bio just cuts off, so we don't know who John Gallagher has played with. Oh, here we go. 1991 to be exact, by John Gallagher, guitarist, vocalist, Nick Spelos, guitars, Brian Latta, guitars, Jason Netherton, bass, and Kevin Tolley, drums. So the picture that we saw, there was only 3 fellas in there, and it looks like there's probably more in that band, because if I count on my fingers, I say, oh, that sounds like 5 people. Dying Fetus combined their death metal with hardcore influence in order to develop their own form of American grindcore. And I love me some Napalm Death and stuff. And guess what it says right here? Grindcore. But while pioneering bands like Napalm Death and Carcass had taken the UK and Europe by storm, these subgenres never really caught on in America and had been utterly buried by grunge by the time Dying Fetus released their 1995 album. Yeah. You had who? Repulsion, Terrorizer. The grindcore thing did not really explode, and then you had Nirvana and those guys come in, and Infatuation with Malevolence, which admittedly did a little more than collect their old demos in a single package. Okay, so that's all I'm going to read of that. It is time. You go to the album Reign Supreme, and we put on Invert the Idols. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this one? Michael, let me introduce you to my tits. This is the Magic Titty. It takes us into the world of Dying Fetus and the song Invert the Idols. We listen to that song, we critique it, and see what we think of it, okay? So let's do that right now. Here we go. Jesus. These guys are going to be Rings of Saturn crazy, right? Yeah. I just don't know how they even play that fast. I love that, but it's like... This is the slow part for them. Here's the pit. Yeah. Michael. Lars Ulrich, eat your heart out. Was that it? My God. Subjected to a beating. I'm going to listen to more of these guys. Wow, that was intense. All that that reminded me of that Rings of Saturn band. What do you call that? Progressive grindcore? I don't know what you call it, Michael. That was one hell of a jam, and you might be right about that. I may have done a duty in my britches here. What say you? Good, great, fantastic, yes, brutal. Brutal grindcore goodness. Not good, not great, don't want it, don't need it, don't like it. Shane, it was too scary for me. I just don't want that. I don't like it. Thank you. It can all be put in the comments below. Feed me all your goodies, yummies, and tasty treats about Dying Fetus. Do you know them? Have you seen them live? Do you own the albums? What's your favorite song? You can put it all below. Michael, thumbs ups to you. You are now part of the Uber Elite Shane Diablo Commanders Club, and we thank you all so much for that. That made me sweat. That made me rethink my life possibilities. That's all I've got for that. Dying Fetus.